Pow pow.
Pow pow?
Watch us now.
Huh?
Going down.
Downtown?
Winning your town. Check the sound. Little jazz. Didn't know him right now. Here to be slow, but to think it's so fast. We're like the blast from the past. Y'all don't even know about our path. Can't add it up, can't stack it up. I guess y'all really struggling with the math. You dig? Try to add it up. Right now got the batter up. Batista, I'll knock it out. I'll knock it out like Cassius Clay. Don't matter, we don't play what you say. Got D1 the DJ, got my boy Ram to the left. Don't matter. Yo, shout out to Hayes, you know, so fresh. And you already know sometimes scatter. I don't care, I'm a rapper. Nah, sometimes people think boy be a trapper. Nah, about that. I be an X Factor. Y'all be faking like an actor. I'm trying to get it in. Don't you see that we always try to play to win? I'm keeping it smooth just like this, like the wind, like on a vacay on the beach. It don't matter, man, we practice what we preach. Ready, no man, a different lifestyle. Let me break it down like Ryan Leach. Right now, man, you're trying to roll the sleeves. You already know, we try to take it easy. That's all I got right now, yo.
Easy.
You already know, check the sound.
Easy.
Always gotta break in the pound, you dig?
Easy.
Feel the turbulence on the ground, you dig?
Easy.
Oh, that's all I got.
Oh,
Yeah. What's going on, peeps?
Huh? What's up?
Are you not entertained?
Very much so.
Yes.
I'm entertained.
Merci beaucoup.
I'm entertained.
Oh,
man.
you
I'm
dig?
entertained.
Hell's you. Okay.
Welcome.
All right.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry, I had to
sir.
scratch my eyebrow, the only hair close to my beard right now.
Yeah.
Shucks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Has-Been Show, starring your boys, the Has-Beens.
Yes, sir.
This guy in the MIC.
Huh. It's your boy HB Mikey G in the place to be.
Hey.
HB gang, if you don't know the slang, you can't hang. Don't even try to bang, you dig?
Oh,
You try to shang with the things, you dig?
Okay.
And shout out to Hayes, you're not here, but yo, you're here in spirit. My bad, man, my bad. We tried to do this. I fell asleep. My bad, bro.
Hey,
Well,
man, the weather's beautiful, bro. Don't worry.
Oh, who's that in the ad-libs? Who's that in the ad-libs? We got a special guest today, man.
Yeah, who we got, man? Who we got?
One of the block, you know, one of the blocks
Who we
originals,
got?
you know.
Who
Our
we
boy,
got?
Coach Ram.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me, man. Back
No
on the block.
doubt.
Back
Yup.
on the block.
Yes. This is his.
LADDIE.
Yeah,
Back in
dig.
the fold, man.
Please believe Alpha L Productions presents one of our greatest friends. Longevity speaks a lot, man.
For
you know?
life.
Yup.
There is definitely a lot of history that people don't know about on this platform. But we're definitely not going to hit those topics.
Hey,
We're definitely not going to hit
the
those
show's-
topics, you
Hey,
know.
this is gonna be an extra long show. We go that road.
We're not talking about the life of this trios right here. We're talking about the sports.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm Mr. D1 right here, you know. Doing this thing right here. So,
That's all we're trying to do, man.
Yeah. So,
all we
yes.
can do.
Welcome to the Has-Been Show.
Yes, sir.
This is what we do every single week. Usually we do this thing called the Raptors Rap, where we recap the Raptors' past games in the last 7 days. But, you know, it's been a few weeks since the Raptors have been knocked out of the playoffs, unfortunately, you know.
But there's still stuff trending, you know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. So shout out to
Couple
everybody who's
topics.
on this channel, this platform, viewing our show.
Yes. Shout out to everybody around the
Yeah.
world, man.
Yes.
That be listening to us, members. Spotify.
Yes,
Can't-
the listeners. Yes, the listeners. Yes.
You can see us, you can also hear us at the same time, you dig?
But you just can't feel us.
Well,
To a degree, right?
I'm
You can't
just
feel
saying,
us, you know.
there's a time and place.
Yes,
But this is a time for how you say, a little communique about the basketball topics. Let's keep it PG for the streets right
Yes,
now.
Mikey
You
G.
feel me?
Yes, Mikey G.
Yes. So, what is the topic for today, my bro?
The topic has something to do with basketball, and we have something to do with Coach Ramage here, Mr. Dwayne Ramage, once again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold your applause. I know you just got here.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
I don't even know how you made it past the driveway, because there's a lot of things going outside with nature right now in the spring season. You know, the skunks and the raccoons.
Shout out
and,
to the raccoons.
you know,
Making
Mother Nature's no
noise.
joke out there. You know, but
Hey, Mother Nature bringing out them sundresses. That's what we be having.
oh,
See what I'm saying? See, we're going there already.
Hey,
Let's just
hey, man.
if you're age of
keeping it
18
real.
and older, just hey man, this might be for you guys today.
Everyone's beautiful. Everyone's
So-
beautiful this weekend.
So when we talk about sports, fellas,
Well,
we talk about sports.
yes,
Sports,
we
Mikey
are.
G.
Yep. Well,
Let's talk about these
I
Raptors.
try to
What's
give you,
going on?
I try to give my man the opportunity, but he's just so caught up in the moment. We should be talking about a trending topic. It was about the Toronto Raptors being interested in a guy named Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz. I think he's like, how tall is he? Like 8'15", something like that. Pretty tall.
Pretty,
He's a center, right?
So Guinness Book of World Records for the.
What do you
tallest.
guys feel about, the idea of us making moves, and who would you trade for Rudy Gobert if you had to play Masai for the night? You know what I mean? Play Masai for the night.
Who would I
Trade for Rudy Gobert. Rudy
Oh,
Gobert.
man,
If
that's
you had to, I'm putting a little pressure. I'm raising the ceiling a little
I
bit.
had to.
If people were just saying, if it was Pascal Siakam, leave him. Scotty Barnes, leave him.
no,
Everybody
no.
else,
No, but
Well?
here's the question.
what's up?
What do they think that Rudy Gobert is going to bring to the table for the Raptors to be successful than what they were now or before?
Oh man, not he's gonna
I don't
answer.
understand.
He's gonna,
I don't understand.
He's gonna
Like,
answer with another question.
I don't understand. Like, why is this the narrative? I don't know. Man.
I think
that's crazy.
I think Rudy Gobert, would he be a good pick?
Gobert?
Yeah, Gobert.
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 Care Bear.
Care Bear. Gobert.
Gobert.
Gerber.
Gerber?
That's
Gerber, baby food.
That's
Baby
what I'm saying,
food. You calling them baby food?
I'm not trying to call him baby food, but
Oh, man.
I'm just trying to say that
He got that sauce.
It would
You got that sauce.
it would be interesting. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Honestly, like when I see man like Thaddeus Young try to play center and he hold his own, there's moments where we like have momentum streaks and he
Right.
plays small ball.
Right.
I feel more optimistic if it was ideal like a guy like 7'3". You know what I mean? He can run the floor. He's not the most skilled basketball player in the world,
That's an understatement.
but he has presence. You know what I mean? Like he could get rebounds. He could alter shots. He might get dunked on once or twice.
Listen, he's defensive player of the year. No one's gonna
We
hold
need
that
that,
against him.
but we
he's
need
he's
something
an all
like that.
NBA performer on the defensive end. But shucks, I just saw Kevon Looney get 4 points and 21 rebounds, and he making how much less than he is.
But
So what, should we get Kevon Looney now all of a sudden because he making 75% less than Rudy Gobert? How much is Rudy Gobert? How much is he? How much he asking?
no, he's asking for a lot. But the thing is,
That's a lot of Canadian dollars.
no, for real, no,
You
for real.
you see our gas prices right now? Shit.
That's inflation. Yeah. Hold on. You gotta look at. Listen to the kids out there. You gotta watch out for the language.
I got you. It's all good.
Oh, you meant this one.
Yes, sir. Yes. Come on, man. Come on. Where was?
Oh, I didn't even finish the word.
Nah. We just,
He said sheet.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah. Bed
sheet.
sheets. Sheets.
Sheet.
Or sheep. Or sheep.
Yeah,
Right?
sheets.
Or heap.
Sheet.
Right? No, man. But no, that's a really good point. Like Rudy Gobert, for what he does, like the money that he's asking for is astronomical. I'm not gonna lie.
Have a back to the basket game. Have something. Give me a little something in the offensive end. Not a dunk. Just give me something though.
Okay, so for the Rudy go, and this is the first time I'm hearing somebody talk like this. Shout out to everybody doing their thing on the podcast world and everything, you know. Everybody doing their thing, you know, talking about the Raptors.
It's hard work.
But this conversation is getting a little interesting. A different perspective, shall we?
Shall we?
Yeah, shall we? Right?
Okay.
So my man Ram, he said Gobert, like you have Gerber's, you know, your sauce is kind of too saucy, right? Soft tea, right?
I just
Well, I don't think it's a matter of him being soft. I just think, if you're gonna, I just don't think he's the game changer that the Raptors are looking for, or actually need in order for him to get over the hump. I mean, who you gotta worry about? Bam Adebayo from Miami. You gotta worry about. You gotta worry about Giannis. You gotta worry about Embiid. I mean, is Gobert gonna be that game changer? Like, quite frankly, I think Embiid's still gonna get what he wants off of Gobert. I don't think that's gonna change anything.
What about our organization and the way we develop our players? I know he's getting paying a lot of money. You don't think that the Raptors have the opportunity to work on his game?
How old is he? He's not young. He's not young. He's been in the game for a while. The Toronto Raptors have done a fantastic job from the time that they've stepped on the floor and Masai's come in and started the Raptor 905 program. No one in the NBA could argue about the road that has been paved for a lot of players, including the Pascal Siakams, including the Fred VanVleets. Those guys bet on themselves and worked from ground up and paved that road for other guys. Like Delano Banton is probably gonna be the next guy right now coming through the Raptor 905 program to flourish. So I mean, the proof's in the pudding with Raptors 905, and a lot of NBAers see it, even down to the coaching staff. You got guys that have gone through the coaching ranks and now getting jobs elsewhere. Like Nathaniel Mitchell and a whole bunch of other guys. So kudos to all those guys that are grinding it out like everyone else and working hard. Being able to do that work.
See, I have a question though. With everything you just said there, there's one thing that
well said.
The Raptors do lack, and that's having playmaking for their big men. So to add on to what you were saying, how does this organization actually utilize and have facilitated plays for their center? Well,
big guys have never really been since maybe Chris Bosh. Maybe he's been the last post guy or a guy in the post anyway that has had stuff really drawn up for them. A lot has changed since he's been gone. A lot of change has been happening since he's been gone. Got Pascal, that's 6'9", and he could handle the ball like a 1, or he moves like a 1.
Yeah.
So I mean, the game itself has kind of changed a little bit, and with regards to size and how we use it, and you got coaches that are trying to also find ways of which using their analytics to try and expose certain matchups. Some will use some like the small ball. They won't use your traditional 7 foot, 250 pound big anymore. Like for a long time, those kind of guys were obsolete.
Yeah, pretty much extinct. Yeah,
they weren't in the league for a while, right? I mean, or Jonas Valanciunas, right? Like he's probably the last guy actually since Chris Bosh. So outside of
barely
JV, and you know what? And you think about it now. I mean, if we're going back to talk about Rudy Gobert, why not reconsider JV as opposed to going back to Rudy Gobert if we're that concerned about finding another big guy, right? At least JV can put up. He has a post-up game. He can put up numbers, and he's probably slightly younger than Rudy Gobert, if I recall. So
he is.
He'll still give you 10 rebounds a night. So I mean, I think the problem at the time when he was with the Raptors, he slowed the pace of the game down, and I think for the guys that he was playing with, his game wasn't conducive with the games of other guys around him.
Yeah.
If they're going back to this slow down, want to half court or whatever the case may be, then yeah, JV's the guy. But I mean, you got Scotty Barnes, you got all these hybrid forwards that you have that can play multiple positions. Like I just don't think
OG.
yeah, like you know, like you got OG Anunoby, like you got like these 4, 5, 6, 8 guys that can do a lot of stuff when you play. Like if you're a Raptors, you could have a starting lineup of 6, 8 dudes.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So,
right? So I mean, at the end, like, do we really need a Rudy Gobert, or do you just need a big kid that could just run up and down the floor and finish on the fly? Get a Jackson Hayes, get a Jericho Sims from the New York Knicks who doesn't play a minute for them. If that's what the Raptors are looking for, is a big guy that can finish just by running the floor and keeping their game simple, then I mean, I think you could do a lot better than Rudy Gobert as far as from a financial standpoint, and even getting younger. That process.
Facts.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Gotta give a shot. My man, you too busy on vacation right now.
I was wondering what you were snapping about.
Snapping because you speaking the truth. This is a different perspective. This is the first time hearing this side. A lot of people have been on the bandwagon about Rudy Gobert, all this stuff, but it's the truth, man. I've been saying from time like
here. I'll
you
even
see
add
his
one more
size,
thing.
man.
I'll add one more thing. What has Rudy done with the Utah Jazz to this point? He's won what? 3 all defensive teams or all NBA defensive teams. He's won defensive player of the year. When's the last time when did they reach the Eastern Conference Finals? Have they reached the Eastern Conference Finals with him? Maybe once?
If
Or the Western Conference Finals, sorry.
the big as a
Right? So I mean you pair him you pair him up with Donovan Mitchell, who's like a star. Right? Well, okay, we pair him up with Pascal Siakam. Okay, we pair him up with Scotty Barnes. Like I don't know. I'm just not smelling it, man. Like I just don't see how he's gonna be that one dude that's gonna get us over the hump of what being we were a first round exit this year.
Yep.
What is the expectation? What is the expectation, and what is the end goal if we do get a Rudy Gobert? And like you said before, at what cost are you willing to do that?
That's a whole lot of money.
I'm just saying it's not worth. In my eyes, it's not worth it, and especially if you still gotta get through Miami, you still gotta get through Philly, you still gotta get through Milwaukee, you still gotta get through Boston.
Oh,
right.
Yes, that's true.
And
that's true.
Boston don't got a true 5.
Nope.
Who's Boston have? Robert Williams. He's a young buck that runs up and down and jumps. He ain't got no back to the basket game, so to speak. Really.
Yeah.
So if I'm the Raps, why aren't we looking in that kind of direction? Why aren't we looking for that kind of guy? If we have a whole bunch of, I won't compare. I'm not gonna dare compare Pascal to Jason Tatum because I love Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
But you got a bunch of 6'8" dudes that can do a lot of stuff. Boston has Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So I mean, they've put guys around those two specifically. I think the Raps just need to find that one dude to put them around Scotty Barnes, around Pascal, and kind of go from there, right? But I mean, yeah, like going to small ball has been fine, but yeah, I'm not feeling the whole Rudy Gobert thing. I think this is all smoke. This is not not. This is all basic conversation. This is all basic conversation. I think I heard something about Shaq talking some nonsense about he would be able to score on him and like score 30 in a few minutes on him or whatever the case may be. Like he's not going to be no impact even now. So. I'm a Shaq fan, so there's a little bias behind it, but that's besides the point.
I remember that. No, you're
I
right.
wonder why.
Any insight, my bro?
No. Just keeping the suspense on the show alive, Just why is he so biased about Shaq?
This is a touch on what my boy Ram is saying, man. Like, didn't see that one coming, and I really appreciate that because that's what we do on this platform. You gotta open the envelope a little bit, man. You know what I mean? So
And read between the lines.
yeah, man. And at the same time, like
Divine Prince.
who are you gonna give up?
Actually,
like I know we have flaws in our squad. Like the last episode we were talking about, bro. You know what I mean? Like things we need to work on. You know, we need a big man, and we can't hide the height no more when it comes to Van Fleet. You know what I mean? Like we have to figure out, you know, what we're gonna do in the future to have some type of impact. You know, like, and we're doing this, and we had 48 wins this year, did we not? 48, 40 and 34, right? So yeah, man. So all we can do is just move up from this, and you're right. Like a man like JV, he would be nice on the squad. Why we're so focused on Rudy Gobert? I'll take Giannis again for sure. JV all day. That's a no-brainer. Even like, man, who else we could get out there? Like even one of the Lopez brothers. Like, like and he's way cheaper than Gobert.
Right, I just think you're looking at the talent and the cost, and you're just trying to think like what's gonna fit. Like, like how much are guys making? Like 40 mil? Like that's
a lot, man.
Is that what some contracts are going for? Like I think Harden's making what 48. He's gonna make 48 mil. James Harden's gonna make $48 million.
Oh man,
well,
wow, oh, man.
$48 million, and you know everyone's on that dude right now with regards to being a shell of himself as a playoff performer, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Rudy's gonna get what? He's probably like a $30 million. I don't know what his salary is. He's probably a $30 mil guy, but
he's really less than that. Honestly, he's really worth 18. Yeah, 18. I mean, you know, and I understand Van Fleet got 20 a year, pretty much.
You think he's worth 18 mil?
Rudy Gobert, yo, honestly,
I think he's worth.
I think he's worth 18.
I'm
you know,
not, I'm not gonna downplay him. I'm not gonna downplay him like that.
Okay. So like,
he's worth 20 mil. He's worth, bro.
I kind of do and I kind of don't.
Bro, there's some rebounders that get $18 million a year.
And just should they be getting that anyways?
Yeah,
so what?
Wait,
it's the market.
Are we agreeing that
it is?
Hey, there are houses that are size of a closet that are going for 6 figures, bro. So,
no, I feel you.
So
100.
so it goes with the market.
Yeah.
No, I dig. It's the $20 million. That's a lot of pop cans. That's what I'm saying, man.
So
it's a whole lot of pop cans.
So what we're saying is we're willing to give away Van Fleet, who was still making 20 mil, and hypothetically go with Gobert for 2 mil less, and he would be more effective on the floor than
Van Fleet would be.
I say he wouldn't be less. It's just that Van Fleet, he's a dynamic. Yo, you saw the last few years with Van Fleet on the floor. We struggle. I don't care what anybody says. Like it is what it is.
Struggle.
It's out there.
Oh, hold on. Let's back the truck.
What's that?
Struggle in what way?
Defensively.
Defensively.
Yeah. Yo, listen. At the end of the day,
okay.
From the bubble, it's been trouble since the bubble. Even a little before that. The reason why we were able to get away with Van Fleet being unnoticed because we had Kawhi Leonard. You know what I mean? We had a strong squad.
Okay, I'm gonna give 1 point to debate that.
Okay.
If you think about Nick Nurse is a pretty darn good coach, but
yeah.
But the one thing you have to think about is let's think about the minutes some of these guys are playing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Van Vliet probably was in the top 5 in the NBA with regards to minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is up there? Not Gary Trent. There was another Raptor that's up. Pascal Siakam, I think.
Yep,
minutes per game, right? Like,
yep.
Like I think, like if you look at the Raptors starting lineup, like 4 out of the 5 were probably in the top 20 in minutes per game. So I mean,
for that.
So I mean, out of an 82 game schedule, and then expected to now even do more in come playoff time, like, I mean, every team has the scouting report on the Raps as far as what their plan is. But I think at the same time, but I also think at the same time, you gotta look at what kind of energy they actually have left when it comes winning time, or when it comes down to getting that stop, or when it comes to running certain things, or what time of the game is when they actually probably are tired, even though they may say they're not tired. Like me as a coach, I know there are players that tell me that they're not tired all the time. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're tired. Like I don't care what you're saying. Like if you're running your tail off for 5-6 consecutive minutes and you're playing all 94 feet, you are going to be tired.
Clearly, yeah.
No doubt.
So
doubt.
I mean, obviously players are always gonna say, yo, I don't need to come off floor. I'm good. But I mean, like, you're giving up a couple layups, or guys are running a layup drill, or they're posting on you like a fly in their back. I mean, you would think there would be some sort of adjustment that would have to happen. But I also think you also want to manage the minutes that guys are playing, so you make sure you get 100 out of them. And I think for the last couple of years, what the Raptors have struggled with sometimes is that they're overplaying a lot of the guys that they need when it comes winning time. And,
Oh yeah.
No, you're right.
I think about the bubble. Like, I think a couple of years back when I think about the bubble, and during the season, like 12 guys, like 10, 12 men are playing. They're hooping. They're blowing teams out. They're doing whatever. And then all of a sudden, come playoff time, the bench is reduced to like 7.
Yeah.
What? Like, why? How is 7? Like, how do you get from like 10 to 7? Right? Like, Boston didn't seem to have that problem. They were like Pritchard was playing. Like, all these guys all these young bucks were finding time, and I'll still hold it to that. I'll still hold it to this point. That was the pivotal point in the series. Was the minutes or the freshness that Boston had to close out games than the Raps did.
Also, I want to let me break that down as well a little bit. Like what to touch on to what you're saying, but the bubble, the starting lineup was playing a lot of minutes, but I remember that Boston series. Kemba Walker was going hard. He was going off on Van Fleet. Like, I've noticed, like, the last few years, Van Fleet, even guys his height, a little taller, just a little faster. He struggles. Even trying to get to the hoop. Look what he did with Maxey. Yeah, I understand he's a little banged up and everything, but I've seen this before. We all have seen this. You know what I mean? That's why I see, like, on different podcasts, told out different podcast, trading topic. Van Fleet. What's going on with Van Fleet? Like, this is like, that's the wave, but we've been saying that from time.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I'll pose a new question to you. I'll pose a similar question to what you just said. You think about Van Fleet, I almost go back to Kyle Lowry, because I almost kind of compare the two as far as how they've been brought up.
Yep, very similar.
At some point, Messiah had to say, we had to stop with this Kyle DeMar experiment. You're now at the Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam experiment. At what point do you think you need to pull the plug?
I give it till next year, to be honest with you, man. This is like this like, I'm itching, like, my bro knows. We done episodes already how I feel about Van Fleet, this whole situation. Man.
I know a lot of people that love to, dump on Siakam. Me included, bro, at times. You know what I mean?
I've been on that way from this year. I could have got a Siakam jersey in a sports check. There was not much Siakam jerseys hanging up. Nothing but plethora.
Right.
And I got it for a discount. I still didn't buy it. You know what I mean? So I definitely know what you're talking about. But you know what? Those type of situations. Okay, Siakam. My frustration with Siakam, my frustration with Van Fleet, two different things.
Okay.
Siakam, I think my biggest critique when it comes to him is his focus. Sometimes he just
not with it.
He's just not even, like, he's there, but like he's not engaged.
Okay.
Like, he just, especially defensively, like, he's not even in the position. Like, you mean cheap fouls he gets at times? You're like, yo, what are you, like? You're not even in position to play defense. Like, you're only in position to foul. And that's what happens plenty of times, you know what I mean? That, and just the will to kill. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen plenty of games where, like, he gives you points, but they're not impactful points. You know what I mean? We've seen that a few times from Siakam. You know, that's my biggest problem. But on a positive note, when he is engaged, when he wants to play defense, you know, and when he wants to be where he needs to be defensively as a team, it's a lot of impact. You know what I mean? It's game changing type of status, right? When you think about Van Fleet, yes, he shoots well. You know, he has a very high basketball IQ. Not Kyle Lowry basketball IQ, but just high, right? The problem I have with him, he's really the opposition's key to attack. That's the chink in our armor. You cannot hide the height. I know it kills so big. Everybody, you have other small players playing in the NBA and they're doing fine. That's great, but we're for the Raptors. So we talk about what is the most.
Forget everybody else. No one else don't matter.
Nope, I don't care.
Okay, all
You know,
right.
we talking about the Raptors, and the biggest Achilles heel right now is that point guard position being undersized. Like a man like Delano Banton, like not trying to be bandwagon because he's Canadian, biased because he's Canadian, but he's sick. He's sick. You could see the growth. You can see that he's been working on this game. I remember early in the year, he couldn't even set up a shot for a pull up J. Then throughout the year, now look, he doesn't hit it all the time, but he's setting people up for the free throw pull up shot, like the Chris Paul or the Sean Livingston jumper. You know what I mean? He's setting mans up. He misses a couple of them, but I just love that he's confident. Like, yo, I'm just doing it. He's 6'8". Like, that is a problem. He might be like, remember this guy named Wayne Smith? He used to play for Bathurst Heights. If you're a has-been, you know the name Wayne Smith.
Shout out to some of these Toronto man.
Crazy.
Man.
Stupid.
No doubt.
Stupid nice. Real talk, Wayne Smith, one of the best ballers. Man's never heard of their lives. Straight up. Problems.
Yep.
And
Facts.
Delano Banton.
Straight facts right there.
Delano Banton reminds me of Wayne Smith. Faster. You know what I mean? He's more lanky, right? And not to say his I can't even say his basketball IQ is higher than Wayne Smith. But when Delano Banton does those zip passes in the key, you're like, oh yes, nice play. You know what I mean? Like, that's encouraging, man. That is a little spice, a little flicker of what the future could be looked upon as. You know what I mean? And I don't see that level with Van Fleet, regardless of what accomplishments we have had with Van Fleet. Sometimes I think we underestimate. I think we don't even appreciate what type of squad we have with the dynamics. Even though we win games,
Right.
different dynamics on the player on the floor gives you those type of results. And we go through injuries and all that stuff, and we still find ways to win. So
True.
I'll give our Raptors that credit. But for us, from here to the next level, we have to make those adjustments. And I think that's why Rudy Gobert, he's been the trendy topic. And I know, and I respect what you're saying about Rudy straight up, man. He, like, why are you paying all that money, man? Like, he's getting Westbrook money. He's getting Harden money, man. Like, he's getting like, and that's per year. Like, that's a monster.
That's wild.
It's a monster
So
contract.
basically, he's the franchise of the Raptors.
If he did,
was
he
the
would.
side.
But the thing
What's
is,
Pascal getting? Like 30?
yeah. Like, I get it. You're trying to do some, you want to do some Twin Tower stuff.
That's a reach, man.
Yeah, you kind of reaching, like, even there's a couple, there's the big man, that Mark O'Brien. I like that guy from Washington Wizards.
Oh, Thomas Bryant.
Pardon me.
Bryant.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like him.
He's young. Yeah, he's young.
I like
he
him.
Got something behind
If
him
the
for sure.
Raptors had something like him, okay, he's not bad, man.
I hear you.
He's
I hear
not
you.
bad at all. He can play the post.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of young dudes that can just simply keep their job simple and they're low maintenance, and you don't gotta worry too much about what the expectations for.
And I ain't gonna lie, Rudy Gobert has had some Shaq in the fool moments, like where he's demanding the respect and then when it's time for him to shine,
Well,
I don't know where he's
let's-
at, man.
Well, let's think about this Van Vliet thing for a second. I mean,
Oh, here we go. This Van.
No.
Fleet.
Just-
I'm joking.
it'll be just one question.
I'm playing. What's up? What's
It'll be just one
popping?
question.
What's popping?
Van Vliet's what, 5'10", 5'9", 5'10"?
With shoes on? With shoes on?
We'll give
Yeah.
him 5'10".
With shoes
Okay.
on? Yeah.
So, how many teams have won an NBA title with a lead guard being below 6 feet tall?
A few
Ooh, lately.
lately. Not too many. Well, in history, a few, but lately.
Ooh,
Well, like things height, like Van Fleet's height,
yeah.
5'9".
Anyone below 6 feet?
Nah, like even I was gonna say Golden State, Steph Curry, he's 6 foot, but this what
Oh,
6'3".
He's like
6'2".
Curry's taller than that.
He's like
Yeah,
6'3",
man. So
6'4".
I don't remember the last time, man. I
Yeah,
can't
so-
remember. I can't
So,
remember.
I mean, you kind of look at that and you say, okay, yeah, he's only gonna get us so far, maybe. And so at what point?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, at what point do you say to yourself,
Well, you cut the cord now. As I said, man.
That's
Now,
all I'm
now,
saying.
now,
That's all
now,
I'm
now.
And-
Now.
and the comparison to Wayne Smith to my guy Delano, Wayne Smith was a bad boy. in high
Oh,
school, bro.
was he ever, man?
Yeah,
Like-
he was.
So I mean, you look at it too. There's as far as I'm concerned, they're apples and oranges. Wayne Smith will bust up Delano if they're at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's nah.
But the reason why I said that
It's a
because
wrap, bro.
because of the height.
I hear
you know what I mean?
comparison with the height,
point,
the
the point
skill.
forward.
Yeah, I
you know what
hear
I mean?
that.
The point,
No, I hear that.
No, but Wayne Smith, he would have dominated, man. Like his score,
Bruh.
he had
was
a
like
score mentality, man.
He was like a walking triple double in college, bro.
Bro,
Hell yeah.
his shot was like, and the thing is, I remember about Wayne Smith, like, his shot was so far back, man. Like, I don't know, man. It was like some type of Kevin Garnett, J, like, and he was tall too, man.
Old school.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Old
man.
school.
Like,
Shout out to all the ballers back in the day, back in those 90s, man.
yeah, man. Straight up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
All
yeah.
those
But-
dudes killing it.
But a man like him, Delano Banton, you need to invest more time. Like, I personally would have gave him more playing time in the playoffs.
In the playoff, at 100%.
In the playoffs, in the
100%.
heat of the moment,
definitely.
let him
100%.
play.
I
Yo,
don't
he would have been
understand that.
way more impactful. Way more. I don't care if he had turnover. He could have averaged like 3 or 4 turnovers. I guarantee you, he would have gave you like 6 or 7 assists, and he would have been like, okay, like by the 4th game, he would be able to settle things down because he had a few games under his belt.
Did you guys understand that move to that, though? Like, Malachi Flynn wasn't playing a whole lot. Like, I don't know if it was because...
Oh, in game 2, and then game
all of a
2,
sudden,
he starts him.
All of a sudden, come playoff time, my guy's getting a good run.
No.
What's
When I
going
saw
on?
that, no offense, I've been a Malachi Flynn fan from time when he was in college and everything. But I ain't gonna lie, man, he had no business playing in that type of situation.
Yeah, didn't understand that.
Nah, he didn't. And the thing is, like, he had wicked games in the 905, but it wasn't like those type of games where you're looking at like, yo, he shouldn't be playing in this game. You know what I mean? He should be in the league. You know what I mean? It wasn't. He didn't give us that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
for him to even, and yeah, I don't get that. That was baffling. That felt like a Kyle Lowry Van Fleet moment. I'm like, and those days, yo, nobody hated that combo more than me. I don't care. We used to win those games. I used to hate it. I used to like, yo, how come we have 2 guys under 6 feet playing in the 4th quarter? Mind-boggling.
You weren't the only one that talked about
And we're doing this in
You-
Philly,
you weren't
game
the only
2.
one that's ever talked about a lot
Philly
of people
in
just
game
talk
2.
about that, but-
Yo, I was by the in-laws. You dig? I was with my pops watching the game, and I saw Malachi Flynn at the top. I said, "Yo, is that Malachi Flynn on the floor?" I said, "Yo, we're really gonna lose this game." That's what I said. Yo, we lost, man. I don't care what type of momentum. Yo, he just didn't have enough reps. He didn't go through enough rounds, enough experiences to even be in that situation. And I still, Banton had less. I still felt more confident with Banton. You see this, you see those moments, man, when he's like, yo, he got something over here.
Yeah,
Especially when he pushes the ball like a gazelle, you're like,
Yeah.
yo,
that's it.
this is serious. You see, imagine him running pre-G.
Running with everybody
Oh
else.
my gosh, like a Magic Johnson. Oh my goodness. No. You could work something out. You could work something. So that's how I feel about Van Fleet. You know what I mean? Straight up, like so. And I would trade it. I would trade Van Fleet. I would trade Van Fleet for us to get like a Rudy Gobert, not a Rudy Gobert because of contract, but just a situation where we needed a big man that could be very impactful right away. No, Van Fleet gotta go. No disrespect, man. No disrespect, but
that's interesting.
No, I've been saying this from time. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yo, I said 40 wins, 50 wins, 55 wins, regular season. That's gravy. Playoff time comes. Okay? Van Fleet is always a discussion where you're like, oh, he had a good game. But the next one you're like, Van Fleet. Nah, man. We can't afford where we are as a franchise and a quarterback that we need to rely on the floor. We need more consistency, especially in the playoffs, man. We shouldn't be having these conversations. How many sports channels and platforms we're talking about the whole Van? I don't know about the whole Van Fleet situation. Come on, man. I've been saying it for years, and now we guys are talking about that. Come on.
You trade Van Vliet to Utah for Rudy Gobert. One, yeah, you said it's not gonna work because of the money or whatever, but I mean, Utah already has who's it? Michael Conley.
I'll take bro.
So I mean,
I'm not saying we just don't need Van Fleet. I like his stature. I like his that.
So where would you send him?
Yeah. What would I say?
Where would you send him? Like
when you were San Antonio Spurs and you got rid of Kawhi Leonard, did you care? You just got rid of him. I want pieces back. I want pieces. I want pieces with height. Like, yo, put it this way. I remember this guy, he got suspended last year. But if you got rid of Van Fleet and you played Jalen Harris, he had experience. And you put Jalen Harris. Remember how hot he was before he got suspended at the end of the year? You had a guy like him playing in the backcourt.
Well, okay, keep going. I'll explain this Jalen Harris.
No. I'm not talking about his history, like why he's nothing about that. I'm just talking about his skill set on the floor.
Oh, Jalen Harris is very skilled.
That's what I'm just talking about. Skill set on the floor. He's 6'4". He's like a baby Jamal Murray. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's the type of person you can have on your team.
Right.
Okay. With the other players, you know that we play positionless basketball. So a guy like that would be a huge benefit to the team, huge asset. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, in the playoffs, Van Fleet's not even hitting the threes, and we're lacking threes, right? So we're relying on him to hit the threes, and when he's not hitting the threes, I'm sorry, man. Like you're gonna have a good game, you're gonna have a bad game. But remember, you have good games and bad games, but there's only a 7-game series. You have to win 4 games. So you can have up and down games. You better make sure that doesn't affect your wins and losses. You feel what I'm saying? And certain teams are winning more. Figure out what we're doing with Van Fleet on the floor than we are. Come on, man. Maxey, I'm sorry, man. Everybody's talking about Maxey. Yeah, he had a good season and everything against the Raptors. And we won 3-1, right? What the heck happened? Okay? This guy, check his water. Okay? Because he went off. Well, Doc Rivers, you already know who we're attacking. That's it, Van Fleet. He said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're just going to attack him. Okay. Come on. And if the whole world can see it, you know what's going to happen. Bro, I remember Maxey went off game 1, game 2. Then he struggled game 3. But then you saw how many minutes he played. Like 47 minutes. 45 minutes. You know why? Because Doc Rivers said in his head, Maxey's be on the floor. It doesn't matter if he's struggling. It's going to be a wash. That's what he was saying. It's a wash anyways. So what does that tell? If Doc Rivers is thinking that, plenty of coaches are thinking that way when it comes to Van Fleet in the playoffs. Don't get this regular season twisted. You know as a coach already. Regular season, opposition, they take it easy sometimes on the players.
Oh, I'll make their own business.
Yeah, and I swear sometimes like the coaches can make adjustments for the win, but they're just going to go with their plays. just to work on their plays and make sure everything's gravy for the throughout the year. I've seen it so how many times? Come on, man. You could take as a coach, you could take away your notebook throughout the game right then and there, and just think of a play just to get this guy out of the situation.
And then there are some coaches that just aren't that good.
And that too. But when it comes to the playoffs, when it gets physical and the game slows down,
well, the playoffs,
more people's liabilities and glitches, they get more exposed, man. Because the game's, you know what I mean?
Well, it's chump or be chumped, right? Like, I mean, you're putting everything on the line.
Well, who getting chumped right now?
And it's a different season.
Who's getting chumped right now? We got chumped. We were.
Isn't that what I said at the beginning? I said, we were lucky to get.
Yeah.
Hey, I said,
I agree.
If I recall, I said we're going to be no better than a 6th seed and a first round exit.
No, we discussed that. I remember that on the phone. Right. Yep, we both said it was the first round. We both said that.
So,
and we were Raptor fans. Yo, no disrespect, but
disrespect.
We're realistic, man.
It is
we're realistic. We've been watching this thing. We've been watching basketball. Me and my bro over here, we've been going at it from back in the day, from like the Lakers.
Man,
with Shaq and Kobe and
NBA Live, man.
Okay. We're bringing back that. Yo, man. I'm just saying that we go way. Actually, this whole thing goes way from this basement, man.
100%.
A lot of basketball history started from this basement.
Hey, one tidbit on your head.
What's that?
You talk about Jalen Harris.
Yeah.
Well, he's making his return very soon. He's gonna be starting in the CEBL, the Canadian Elite Basketball.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be representing, I believe, Scarborough, the new franchise in Scarborough.
Well, he's gonna put in work.
So he's
a whole lot of work. He's crazy.
We're gonna have our work cut out. I coach at Guelph, so we're gonna have our work cut out. Shout out to CEBL and all the squads.
Yep. Yo, give yourself a plug in, bro. Plug yourself in, man. Big yourself up, man.
Yeah, big up Guelph, man.
Do your thing, coach. Do your thing.
Man.
Yeah, man. Straight up, man. Straight up. I'm happy to hear that, man. Cause Jalen, when I heard about Jalen Harris got suspended, nobody's more disappointed than me. I'm like, I thought he was gonna go off this year. I'm like, people gonna be talking about most improved. What?
Yeah, like a hidden secret.
Mm-hmm. What?
He's a hidden secret for
big time. People talking about Jamal Murray. Yeah, don't sleep on Jalen Harris. He's broke. He's broke Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray, a guy like that on your squad, that's a compliment. I'm telling you straight.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Banton. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're supposed to be the next two coming up.
Nah, man. You got guards, man. I'm telling you, Van Fleet could go. Yo, I'm not joking. I'm trading for pieces. I'm telling you, man. Jalen Harris, come, man. Yo, come to the squad. Masai, listen, man. Yo, you guys can work things out, man. Somebody slipped a Mickey in his drink, man. I'm telling you, that's what happened. I think that's what happened, man.
Or what is it? What did he get suspended for? Weed? Was it
weed?
So someone put something. Hey, that's a thing, man. People putting some nonsense in the man's weed.
Don't know, man.
Nonsense in the man's tank.
You don't know, man. You don't know. I just know that he was. I'm like, what? This guy was going off. Last year at the end of the year. This guy was averaging like 20s, 30s. He looked like Gary Trent Jr. with the stats before. When Trent Jr. like it was hot this year. That was Jalen Harris at the end of the year.
He was a great pickup.
What?
I've loved.
Yo, I don't think, man. We're not talking about it, but gosh dang, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you get a second dude like him, you get another dude like him, man. That's what I'm saying.
Van Fleet, man. It's been real, bro. Frederico.
So, in conclusion of this episode, we 100%, 1000% know that Mikey G is kicking.
Real talk. I'm thinking like Masai. I'm thinking like Masai. If I had to be, listen, and he's out. If I had to be Masai for the day and I had to make a tough decision, he gotta go. I'm sorry. You want the big bucks? You gotta make the big decisions.
That ain't tough for you. That ain't tough for you.
No, man, bro. I'm sorry.
That ain't tough for you.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know even at times when DeMar DeRozan and we had Ibaka on the squad and everything, I used to say to myself, why are we starting Lowry and Van Fleet in the fourth quarter? It didn't make any sense. You had OG on the you had OG right in the bench. I just like I don't care how raw OG was offensively. Defensively, he was crazy, and we had enough on the team offensively to get by.
Okay, do you put that on Dwayne Casey or do you put that on management? Like, who do you put that on?
I put on both, especially Dwayne Casey. I get management.
So is Dwayne Casey any different than Nick Nurse? They almost caught for the same cloth.
I know that, and this is the problem I have. If you notice the episodes, I've been pretty objective with Nicholas Nurse.
I'm aware.
And with Nikki, baby.
We all are aware. We all are aware.
With Nikki, baby, I've been very open about Nikki, baby. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. So I get it. And for you to say Dwayne Casey and Nick Nurse to kind of same cloth, that's trying to show you how I've been saying the whole time, even with Van Fleet, how good our team was against the league for the last how many years. We didn't have. How many times we had conversations? I was roughing Dwayne Casey, this guy, man. I thought he was on some different things. I'm telling you, man. Like I thought he had a personal vendetta against Jonas Valanciunas. I didn't even use him properly. Like we were just playing handicap basketball with a full deck of cards. I just didn't get the concept with Casey. Never. You know what I mean? And Nick Nurse, fourth quarter, we have a whole deck of cards, right? Full deck of cards. How you want it, right? He said, "Hey, let's try to win with the most difficult situation. Let's play two small guards." Okay, in the fourth quarter,
it brought him NBA Coach of the Year. Now, mind you, Masai stepped in and said, "Yo,
yeah,
okay, yeah, it's great. We won the award, but we also know we have to move in a different."
Yeah, he had to go because he knew. He knew what I was saying the whole time. Bro, shout to my old boys. I used to talk, play basketball with my compadres. I used to say all the time, they know. Years, I said, Dwayne Casey gotta go. Okay? And I was saying that before. When we were winning, we're number one in the East. But I used to watch the subs. Even though we used to win, it's how you win. People remember what you did. They forget how you did it. Okay? So throughout the game, I used to see the subs. I'm like, yo, what is this? Really? Oh, for real? The other team's on an 11-2 run? Really? How many times you see Dwayne Casey go to this in front of the referee, and the referee just looking like this? Ren and Stimpy blinks, right?
Ren and Stimpy.
And then after he goes up technical, he's like, yo, why am I doing you favors if you don't know how to sub properly for your own team? I'm supposed to bail you out? Get out of here with that garbage. How many times I used to say that watching the game as a fan, and I'm for the Raptors. Like, yo, what are you doing? And Nick Nurse, clearly, him and Dwayne Casey, they play patty cake. They got a handshake. They got one of those LeBron James handshakes. All that stuff. And at the end, all that stuff. They must be doing that because Nick Nurse is doing the same thing, which is infuriating. Because you're like, yo, I couldn't picture a man like Larry Brown, like with the Detroit Pistons. Remember the Detroit Pistons when they beat the LA Lakers back? If your has been, that squad, the championship team. They weren't the most exciting team in the world. But what I respected them the most, they knew how to dissect the opposition. If there's a mismatch, they're like, we're riding this coattail until you fix it. If Chauncey Billups had a mismatch, he's in the post. In the post, not even line up for the mid-range. No, just post up. Just hurry up. You know what I mean? Hurry up. Just hurry up. All right, this is stop the bleeding. Let's go. Free throws, right? Rip Hamilton, mismatch. He looked like Reggie Miller, just in the mid-range, just running all over the place. Just waiting for the little 12-foot, 13-foot, 15-foot jumper, right? Cash. Same thing with Tayshaun Prince. He used to get the ball in the post. Rasheed Wallace. The only person that didn't have a mismatch in time was Ben Wallace. And he still gave you like 8 to 6 points. Right?
Well, that wasn't his job.
It wasn't a job, but I'm trying to say when you're dissecting the opposition, other players are in better positions to fulfill whatever you're missing, right?
No,
And I don't see that type of mentality with the Raptors.
Larry Brown's an old school coach. How many old school coaches are left in the league?
And that's why look at the morale of the league.
Game is changing.
Look at the skill set of the league.
Changes.
Look at the skill set of the league. I'm just trying to say that is simple coaching. Simple. Yo, bro, how you think I beat you so many times in life? Right?
You want to bring that card?
You know my winning percentage is like 77%.
I don't. Oh, so it's just not against me, but
what?
But hey, I won my share. I won my share of games. You beat me a lot.
I remember.
I'll give you that.
I remember. It was
You beat me a
coin
lot.
toss. What?
actually, you know what?
You beat me quite a bit.
I do remember it was back to back. It was like
I've beaten you. I've beaten you a fair share myself.
It
Oh,
was-
fair
it was-
shit. Yo,
it
if we've had 2,000 games, you probably won. I'll give you 200.
Oh, that's a cat.
And don't forget, hey, you're forgetting the one thing as well.
That's a cat.
I was in that midst of
Yo.
as well, eh?
Yo.
I was in that as well.
That's a
So-
major
Yo,
cat.
actually, hold on. Actually, when you look at the screen, you kind of look at you can see.
saying I won 10%, bruh? 10%? That's what you saying? Cat. 10%.
Look, you know what? It's symbolic right now. Look at the camera. It's symbolic. It's actually
10%.
like if this was Olympics. I'm just saying, guess who's getting to go?
And you know what they would say after?
yeah.
They would say, Mikey G tested positive, and we're gonna have to stick the title to goal.
Yeah.
That's what they would say.
From live, yeah, from NBA
Bullets and news,
Live-itis,
Mikey G,
NBA
aka
Live-itis, NBA Live-itis.
NBA Live legend has tested positive for.
Oh gosh! Oh goddamn! For that? Jeez. Yeah, man. But that
was a interesting episode today. Well, big up everyone who's
that was sick.
who took
That
in
was sick.
the listening aspect of these two legends of the live.
Yes, cojones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What? I said it in a different language. If I do it like this after,
Mike Bibby.
like baby. Hey, LeBron did that the other day in Indiana. Remember that? He cashed that three. He's like, oh yeah, big boy pants over here. Big boy pants over here.
As the
What a clown.
as the gold medalist Mikey G here was just translating in other aspects of sports here, but
This is called reenactment.
this clearly
Yup. This having a good time over here, man.
Mikey G's definitely having a good time today.
We all have a
We're
good
having a
time.
great time, man.
You said, but you bored? Are you not entertained?
Am I entertained?
Are you not?
I'm always entertained. I'm just very calm and collective and being a listener and a viewer. Like the rest of the people are doing out in the world right now. So shout out
Yes,
to everybody
sir.
doing their thing.
Yes, sir. Much love.
Listening.
Much love. Much love.
And
man.
viewing us on this YouTube platform. If you have any comments, leave a little commentary in the description below. Share, subscribe. It's all about the vibe. Shout out to everybody listening on Spotify. You know how it go already.
Has-beens.
Yup. Shout out to my boy D Ram, Coach Ram.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate
Hey
it.
man,
Much love.
plenty more, man. Plenty more opportunities. Once given, doors always open, man.
Yes,
Trust
sir.
me, man.
Maybe one day we'll do a show with you actually, both of y'all playing live from like 20 years and see how y'all play now.
Listen.
We don't want to see
We
nothing.
want to ruin any surprises out there.
here we
Didn't
go.
I tell you this year's full of surprises? I said that before, right?
I'm looking to be entertained watching
I'm just saying.
that game.
I'm
I
just
would lie.
saying when the green screens and everything become. I'm just
There's gonna be a whole lot of
yeah.
that. A whole lot of coming from. Because Mikey G couldn't handle it if you had their big man. You gave him a little nudge in the shoulder, and the player goes like back, and Michael would be like, "What?
Yo, a call's a call. Listen, a call. All I ask in my life is for transparency. If I can't get transparency, I don't know what. Yo, I can only defend myself. There ain't nobody else gonna advocate for me,
man.
eh? I'm just saying.
Your has-been when you're in the moment where you think the player is actually you.
Yeah, 100%.
And the player is supposed to play like you.
Duh.
The life living vicariously.
Hold
through
up.
the game.
Do you not check the ratings? When you check the players, do they not have ratings? Do they have a 3-point rating inside,
Mikey G.
mid range?
Mikey G.
Three-
With your winning percentage, you should be going on these esport movements. That's what.
Yo, give it time, dog.
That's what.
Give
that's
it
what
time.
you
Mikey
see,
G's
Listen,
He's gonna have his own little.
Listen.
Sports. That's the way for you, bro.
He's gonna have his tour coming.
This is HB Sports, you dig? So
Okay.
EA Sports,
hey.
Oh, here we go.
HB
He's gonna get a plug. Oh,
Listen,
I thought you said E.
it just right now. If you look at even if you search us, and you see has-beens production stuff. Eventually, you're gonna see these HB Sports. It's not gonna be just basketball. We're talking about plenty of sports. You know what I mean? There's plenty of knowledge over here, right? Challenge, right? So, yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say something really inappropriate.
Not
but
professional.
Nah, I just held back. I saw my boy Spot. I said, you know what? I can say something even more funny. But I said, nah, this not alone.
Yeah. So
Right? I think we gotta wrap it up this way. You know? That's what. Never mind. You see? That's what that person said last night. But hey, we gotta go and pay some bills. Look yourself in the mirror and say, man, this is another has-been moment, I guess. And as I say, carry on. Right? You don't know.
I'm not even gonna say. I was gonna actually say. No, never mind.
No,
Anyhow.
it's not appropriate. If it's not appropriate, if you
don't
do
say
this, there's no point right now.
Yeah,
We're about
good.
to.
We good.
No takes. This is good. One take. We out, man. We gone.
We out.
Yep.
We out. Yeah.
MA all day, you dig? All day, every day. Shout out to my haters too, man.
MA, stand out. Malton, baby.
Yep.
All the Malton man, them.
All right, man. We out.
Yeah, we're out. You're so stupid.